My name is Ethan Shields. I am sent out of Bensford Baptist Church under Pastor Caleb Martin. I am a third-generation missionary who had the privilege of growing up on the mission field in Mexico. God has blessed me and my wife, Beth, with 4 children, Elena, Noah, Sophia, and Julia, all of whom were born on the mission field. During my teen years, God used 2 Corinthians 10:16 to call me into full-time ministry. In 2012, our family moved to the mission field of Mexico. And then in 2016, God led us to Panama, where we currently serve.
The tropical country of Panama is world famous for its beautiful beaches, premier coffee, and above all, the Panama Canal, which connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Located between Costa Rica and Colombia, Panama is roughly the size of Tennessee. It is home to 4.1 million people and boasts 7 different indigenous people groups. It's a modern country with a booming economy that still retains deep historical and cultural roots. We minister alongside a great group of people, missionaries from Costa Rica, missionaries from the United States, and national pastors too. Our main base is at New Hope Baptist Church. It's from here that our team plants new churches and has a girls' home, kids' clubs, a deaf ministry, and much more. Our team is committed to shining the light of the glorious gospel of Christ to the Panamanians, with a focus predominantly on an indigenous people group, the Ngäbe. The Ngäbe people live on a comarca, which is the equivalent to a state or province. The Ngäbe Bugle comarca is home to almost 300,000 people. The Ngäbe live a very simple lifestyle and are typically subsistence farmers, workers on coffee plantations, or fishermen. Although their clothing is brightly colored, their souls are ensnared in spiritual darkness. The Ngäbe have their own religion called Mamatada, and their trinity is made up of Jesus, Mary, and Satan. Their symbol is a cross with the snake coming out the side, and they hold services at night to invite spirits to possess them. But praise the Lord, there are already about 15 Ngäbe pastors, along with many more indigenous lay workers, who are answering the call to reach their own people. Our team has started, or are assisting, 17 different churches in this mountainous region, and have 5 more church plants in progress. Our goal is to have 100 churches started by the year 2030.
To help us reach this goal, our team has started a Bible Institute to train pastors and leaders for the ministry. Seminario Bautista Nueva Esperanza furthers the Bible training of these national leaders and has grown to the point that we now have 2 locations. It's an amazing feeling to take them deep into the Scriptures and then give them the tools to dig deeper for themselves.
These pastors and our team are establishing churches on the edges of the comarca and are working towards the interior. But giving ample attention to new church plants is much more difficult when most people live in secluded villages that are only accessible by foot. The comarca only stretches about 40 miles from north to south, but the terrain goes from sea level up to 9,000 feet in elevation and back down again. Because of this rugged mountain terrain, there are no roads or electricity in the interior of the comarca. Communities that may only be 10 miles away as the crow flies require a 2-day hike. However, many of these hiking trails become practically impassable during the 8-month-long rainy season. This makes it extremely difficult, and in many cases, very dangerous to enter to evangelize these people.
This is the reason for aviation. In order to help us more effectively plant churches and train leaders, God led me to build an airplane that is especially designed for landing on rugged, unimproved airstrips in very short distances. These unique capabilities make it ideal to meet the demands of this mission field. Our airplane, paired with the effectiveness of a team of national pastors, is a perfect match. It makes these isolated villages accessible and enables us to more effectively evangelize them.
The dense jungle vegetation on the mountains not only makes it difficult to enter to evangelize, it also makes it difficult to leave for medical help. Therefore, another aspect of the aviation ministry that we will implement is medical evacuations. Too many people die due to lack of simple medical attention. The nearest clinic may be an 8-hour hike away. Even then, the clinics frequently lack adequate supplies. Far too often we hear of babies and small children dying from common illnesses or infections. Several of these deaths can be avoided simply by a quick response time in getting to a hospital.
The spiritual health of the Ngäbe people is our main priority. These medical evacuations will be an amazing tool to open opportunities to share the gospel in new places. The purpose of missions is not to evangelize the whole world. It is to plant churches where they currently don't exist, and then train the people to reach their own world. By further training national pastors and using aviation, we are multiplying church planning efforts exponentially. Regions that were once beyond are now within reach. That's what we're called to do, to preach the gospel in the regions beyond.